Hey guys, welcome to the tutorial for NIB. In this tutorial, you'll be learning 3 flourishes: Nexus, Inhibitor, and Baron. Before I teach you these moves, I'd just like to give you a bit of history on the creation of them. So the first flourish I made up of the 3 of them was Nexus. Basically I was trying to do Chase Duncan's flourish Nimbus, I think it was, and I was struggling. So I was just playing around with it, and then I created what I think of as a shortened version of it, which is Nexus. And the other 2 flourishes sort of just came about, and I figured I'd just put them in the same download, so yeah. Now with all of this said, let's actually get into the tutorial. There's only 3 prerequisites for these moves: a scissor cut, a revolution cut, and being able to spin a pack of cards around like this. I don't think it has a name, just basically being able to rotate a small packet like that on 2 different corners. Okay, so now let's get into the tutorial for Nexus. This is what the move looks like at speed. All this flourish consists of is pretty much rotating a packet in one hand and doing a scissor cut in the other hand. So to start, you're just going to break off about 10, maybe 10 to 15 cards in one hand, and you're going to hold it from your eyes. You're going to put your middle finger on the top right corner and your thumb on the bottom left corner. In this position you have maneuverability to like rotate the pack like that. So that's the positioning for your right hand or left hand, depending on what handed you are. And in your other hand, for me left hand, you're just going to drop half the pack like that, as if you were to do a Charlier cut, but yeah, just drop half the pack. So that's the starting position basically. Now what you want to do is take your thumb of this hand and slide it backwards until it's pretty much meeting your pinky, as if you're about to do a scissor cut like that. So you're just meeting back there. Now you want to take your left hand and right hand and make the thumbs so that they're touching like this. And now we're actually going to get into the flourish. So all you're doing to start is you're sliding this packet down your thumb like that, so just like that, and then you're going to rotate around. So you're sliding back and rotating around, and while you're doing this, your left hand is beginning to do a scissor cut. So by the time that you're there, this hand should be about halfway through the scissor cut. Now what you're going to do from here is your pointer is just going to reach across to this side of the right hand packet, and all you're pretty much doing now is that. So what we've learnt so far, so we're here, you're going to close the scissor cut while you come around, and this pointer is going to reach across to here and rotate around until it can't go any further. And now at this point, if you already know this move, then you're done. All you're going to do is this. So the way to do that move is you're just creating a bit of pressure by pushing down your middle and thumb while sort of keeping your pointer there. So you're creating tension like that. Now if you let go with your middle finger, it should just fling back like that. So once again, just like that. I'll go over the flourish again. So your thumbs are touching here. You're sliding this packet back until your left hand thumb reaches the top left corner of the right hand packet. And now you're going to start revolving around your left hand thumb while you're executing a scissor cut in your left hand. Now while you're closing the scissor cut, your right hand is just going to revolve around like that while twisting the packet, and then just do that little pop back move that I just taught you like that. I'll do a slow follow along for you. And that's all it is. So at speed, it should look like that. The thing I love about this move is it looks like you're doing so much more than you really are. Like you're pretty much just doing that and a scissor cut, but it's about the way that you present it that makes it look so good. Now you're gonna learn Inhibitor, which is this flourish here. This flourish is a lot slower than the other one, and it's got a very more flowing look to it if you can present it that way. So to begin, it's very similar to Nexus, the previous flourish I just taught you, except the only difference is instead of holding it on these corners, you're holding it on these corners. So you're holding them on opposite corners to the way you just were for Nexus. And then in your left hand, you're doing the exact same thing. You're just breaking off half and then bringing your thumb back as if to do a scissor cut. So like that. And then you're just connecting your thumbs again like this. Now the start is the exact same. You're just sliding along that corner like that until you reach this corner. Then you're just gonna rotate around once more while executing half of the scissor cut. So once again, you just, here you're sliding across, executing half a scissor cut while rotating around. So you're doing this, and then you're here. Now from this position, you're gonna use this thumb to kind of hold the packet so you can let go with this thumb. And you're just gonna slide this, your right hand thumb, underneath the packet like that. So now you're holding it like this, just normally. So you're just doing this, and then sliding your right hand thumb down using your left hand thumb just for a bit of support if you need it. Now once you've done this, you're just gonna rotate your hand forward and clockwise. And then you're just gonna tilt your left hand forward so that you've got these two packets both in line with each other. So you've got like from the front a nice T shape, and from the top just two packets in line. So that's sort of the display part of the flourish. So from the top you're just doing this and like that. And now to close, it's very simple. You're just closing the scissor cut while twisting your right hand back and letting this packet sort of roll over your thumb like that. So to close, just close the scissor cut normally and let this packet roll over your thumb. So I'll run you through it again. So you're in this position and your thumbs are touching. You're just going to slide it down until your left hand thumb's at that corner. Just going to rotate around while doing a scissor cut. Now your right hand thumb is just sliding down that packet using your left hand thumb as support. Then you're just going to tilt your right hand packet forward and clockwise so that you've got this nice little display. And then you're just going to close the scissor cut and let your right hand packet roll over your thumb like that. So at speed, it should look something like this. And now for the third flourish of the tutorial, Baron, which looks like that. This feels like a very awkward flourish to do, as like your hands are just in very strange positions, like coming together, and you'll understand once you've learnt it. But I like it, and I think it fits in well to this download along with Nexus and Inhibitor, so yeah, let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so I will teach it now. So this flourish is starting the exact same way as the previous flourish. It starts the same as Inhibitor. You're holding it on these corners, so your middle finger on the front left and your thumb on the bottom right, and then you're just going to drop the packet, but the only difference is you're not taking your thumb to the back like the previous ones, you're just leaving it there. So you're just going to come here, and you're not going to connect your thumbs for this flourish, you're just going to start on that corner. So you're not doing the slide, you're just starting there. And so all you're doing is you're going to execute a revolution cut while you're rotating around like this. So you're just revolving around your thumb while the revolution cut's happening. And this is the very awkward part. You're just going to slide using your thumb as support, this thumb as support, you're sliding your right hand thumb down the packet like you did in the previous flourish, and you're just sort of rolling it forward over your left hand thumb and just bringing it into a close. So you're just rolling back, sliding your right hand thumb down the packet while this does a revolution cut, and then you're just going to roll it forward and into a close. It's hard to do slow like this. Okay, so a run through is you're just starting on the corner, rolling over your thumb, starting the revolution cut while you slide this thumb down and over your left hand thumb and into a close. So at speed, it looks like that. It's a very awkward but I think fun little flourish to try and get right. And yeah, so that is Baron. A tip for these flourishes is just to move at your own speed. that tip mainly applies to the first flourish because obviously I had to practice to be able to get it that fast. When I first started doing it, I could like probably barely do it like that smoothly. So just move at your own speed. Don't try to do it any faster than you actually can, because that just makes it look really bad and awkward. So just move at your own pace, and that's the best tip I can give you on flourishing, besides just practicing and practicing and practicing. So yeah, that's really the only tips I can give you on these flourishes, because flourishes are generally all the same with tips, just practice and move at your own pace. So yeah, I can't stress enough to move at your own pace, because I just feel that that is a very important thing with flourishing. So we've come to the end of the download. I really hope you like all of these flourishes. They were fun to make, and hopefully you'll have fun performing them. Just with a bit of practice, hopefully you'll be able to do them how you want to. If you know the basics of flourishing, these moves shouldn't be too hard for you.